our topic is the analysis of exit time at the gate, we must to know our first lesson is the theoretical background. So we must to know about the theoretical background is by the importance of monitoring for pedestrian from both inbound and outbound flows. And we must to know too about the factor that influence student mobility and the daily mobility pattern on campus by we monitoring for the number of people passing through on the gate. And this data was collected the number of people every 5-minute interval for 1 hour, with the aim of identifying the characteristic of its distribution and complying an appropriate probabilistic. And the second learn is the purpose on the study. The purpose on the study, we must to know the first point is the distribution pattern of the number of people passing through the campus gate in a certain time interval 5 minutes. And the second one is observing the number of people passing through the campus gate at certain hour for planning and decision making purpose. Number 3, determining the data has been collected by operating it using the most suitable and effective method of distribution.
The number of people passing through the gate every few minutes conceptually fits the Poisson distribution model, but the collected data shows that the variance is much larger than the mean, meaning over dispersion. This violates the basic assumption of the Poisson distribution, which requires the variance and mean to be the same. As a result, the Poisson distribution is no longer suitable for use, so to process the data, we use the negative binomial distribution, because it can handle data with a variance greater than a mean, so it is able to model the real fluctuations that occur in the number of people passing through. So it is not the event that we chose that was wrong, but the pattern of the data distribution that makes the Poisson distribution inadequate, so that we must process the data using the negative binomial distribution model. The negative binomial distribution formula used in data analysis is different from the usual one because the purpose is also different. There are two explanations. The first is because the standard negative binomial formula is used when the distribution parameters are already known from theory or experiment, and then used to calculate the probability of a number of events. Meanwhile, in this case, we do not know the values of P and R from the beginning, but only have data on the number of people passing through per 5 minutes. So we reverse the process by calculating the mean and variance of the data, and from there we estimate the P and R values using the formula. The second one, the assumption of the usual formula is a repeated random experiment with a fixed outcome, success or failure, while the assumption of the data-based formula is the number of random events that are distributed fluctuatingly, and we want to fit the model to the real nature of the data. In this case, the meaning of the values of x, p, and r is different from the usual negative binomial assumption, which we have written about in our report. In addition to these three things, the variance formula and the negative binomial formula used also have their own origins that, if explained, will take a lot of time. However, the formula can change from the usual negative binomial formula to the formula that we used is because of the reasons that we have explained earlier.
So here is the table of data that has been collected. The leftmost is start time, and then the end time, and then the duration is table 5 minutes, and the rightmost shows the number of people who exit. So the average is 28 people per 5 minutes, which means 0.095226 people per second. And if we enter the formula 1 per lambda, we get an estimate of people exiting every 10.5 seconds. And for the example of a question, if a flyer distributor wants to reach a target of 20 people in 5 minutes, what is the probability that the target will be achieved? So the answer is, the first thing we do is find the average value where we have found it, which is 28.58, and then we multiply it by 5 per 5. Why? Because the number 5, which is the numerator, shows the time asked by the questions, where 20 people per 5 minutes. And then for the denominator, it indicates that our data is taken every 5 minutes. And that also applies to variations. We multiply it by 5 per 5 too. and then we count the parameter negative binomial for 5 minutes, and we search looking for variable p, and that's mean per variation square, and we cut like 0.2197, and we search for variable r, that's we cut from mean square per variation square minus mean, and we also got the number is 8.05, and then we apply it on the formula, and we got the value of probability 20 people exit the gate for 5 minutes is 0.0334, which means that's like 3.34%.
Okay, after we saw about the data, let's talk about the discussion. During a 1-hour observation from 4:05 p.m. until 5:05 p.m., it was recorded that on average, one person passed through the campus gate of Upaya University every 10.5 seconds. This indicates a high level of student activity, especially during peak hours when classes have just ended. On average, around 28.58 people, rounded to 29, pass every 5-minute interval, with no interval regarding zero, meaning movement was continuous throughout the entire observation period. Statistically, the number of people passing per interval had a variance of approximately 130.8, which is significantly higher than the mean. This reflects height fluctuation or over-dispersion, where the data varies greatly from one interval to another. To model this one more accurately, the negative binomial distribution was used, as it better handles large variance and predicts extreme events more realistically compared to the Poisson distribution. This model provides a clearer picture of student movement patterns and can be useful in identifying the most effective time for promotional activities, such as handing out brochures or flyers in strategic locations. Okay, after we saw about the discussion, let's talk about the conclusion. Based on the observation, an average of 29 students entered or exit the main gate of Surabaya University every 5 minutes, with an interval of approximately 10.5 seconds per person. The highest activity occurred between 4:40 p.m. and 4:45 p.m. And throughout the 1-hour observation, no time intervals recorded zero activity. This indicates a continuous and active flow of student movement. Statistically, the data shows characteristic of over-dispersion, making the negative binomial distribution become the most suitable model. This distribution reflects events that occur randomly, independently, and repeatedly, and can be used to estimate the probability of a certain number of students passing by with a given time period.